A question on everyone's mind: how could a building this size, that's withstood hurricane-force winds for decades, crash to the ground in just a matter of seconds? Our Victor Oquendo is also in Surfside with more on that part of the story. Victor, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. The immediate priority, it's still on search and rescue. Then comes the investigation into how half of this building just came crashing down.
As search and rescue teams work tirelessly to find survivors, investigators are trying to determine exactly how the Champlain Tower South complex collapsed.
I know that they are going to have engineers looking at this to try to identify what happened and what was the problematic occurrence.
The structure was built in the 1980s with more than 130 apartments. 55 units were destroyed. Surfside requires buildings to be recertified every 40 years, and the town's commissioner says the building has been under scrutiny because of potential construction projects nearby.
There have been engineers all over that building to validate that they would be okay for the 40-year research. So how something of this magnitude, which would be somehow structural, could have been missed with that much scrutiny is shocking to me and a complete mystery.
Authorities are just now starting their investigation, and right now there are few answers. Public records show in 2015, a lawsuit was filed claiming an outside wall had water damage and cracks.
This is not just a routine deterioration of the exterior concrete.
Kenneth Director represents the Champlain Tower South Association and says they had hired engineers to go through the inspection process.
Nothing like this was addressed to the board or the owners as an existing risk.
The group had been preparing to make updates and had already submitted plans to the city, but the only work that had begun was construction on the roof. The mayor says he's not convinced that could have caused the crash. Greg Batista is a structural engineer who had worked on the tower's planters in 2017 and was on scene after the collapse. He says he had not heard of any structural issues.
I was at the building, a few years ago, and it's just bizarre for me to see what happened here because of the rarity of something like this happening.
Our team also spoke with a professor from Florida International University who actually studied this building in the 1990s. He said that he was shocked at what he found back then, that the building was basically slowly sinking into the earth. He believes that whatever caused it to collapse didn't start this year, but many years ago. Cecilia?
Okay, Victor, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.